What's up, online shoppers? I have been dying to try a new induction cooktop, and here it is, the NuWave Flex Precision Induction Cooktop. Now, it's ceramic glass. It has a heating coil that goes anywhere from 100 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is cool to the touch. So let's open up this box and see what it looks like, and I'm gonna put it to work. You get a quick start guide, which gives you all the basics that you need to use it right off the bat. You get an extensive manual that even, oh my gosh, look at this. Full color recipes. Now, if this doesn't tell you you need to get started cooking, I don't know what does. More in detail manual. And of course, the magnetic ceramic induction, cool to touch, NuWave Flex Precision Cooktop. There it is. Now, as far as power settings, this one goes from 600, 900 to 1300 watts at its max power draw. It also comes with this little sticker on here. Move it closer so you can see it, but this right here, that is the error message that you're gonna get displayed right down here on this digital display if you don't have something on the cooktop that it can induce the heat to. That's why it's called an induction cooktop. We're just gonna peel that off though, we don't need that. So before I start walking through all the really cool features of this, I thought I'd put it to action. So what I'm gonna do is grab a pan, put it on here and show you how fast water boils. That way, while it's starting to boil, I can tell you about all the really cool features on this really neat induction cooktop. There we go. The beep says we are powered up. Okay, we are zoomed in and ready to go. You can see the digital display is lit up right there. Not going to be hot to the touch unless there's something metallic there. So I certainly wouldn't touch it with my ring on because I would feel the heat immediately. But now that I have it set up, I can set my heat. I'm going to set it for a high heat, and there you can see the heat is displayed right there. Now, I've got my Hexclad pan here, and Hexclad are one of the kinds of pans that you can actually use on an induction cooktop. So I'm gonna start this, and I'm just gonna show you right off the bat, it does not burn my hands. The flashing means it's trying to reach temperature. And until I put something metallic on here, it's not actually going to work. So that little E1 is the error message that tells me, hey, you didn't put metallic cookware on here. So here's the Hexclad pan. We're gonna put it on just like that, and I'm gonna get some water to put in there. Once again, I'm going to press my temperature. I'm going to press start to clear it, and you can immediately hear the induction happening. Now let's pour the water in. This is going to boil water and cook food 2 times faster because of the design. Now, the technology in this has it set up in such a way that the coils that heat the metallic in your cookware are 2 times faster and much closer to the surface so that you get almost instant heat. Now, I can touch this surface here and it is not hot at all. The only thing that is going to get hot is my pan. There are 6 different preset temperatures here that you can choose. Low, low medium, medium, medium high, high, and max sear. So if you want to cook a steak, you can sear your meat with that preset heat setting. If you would like a custom temperature, you can also input your custom temperature here. And another really cool safety feature for this is that it has a timer built in. So if you know it's going to take you 30 minutes to cook your pot of rice, you can put your rice on the pot, select your temperature, select your time, and know that it's going to automatically shut off when it is time when your rice is finally cooked. Now, as we are doing this, I can already start to feel the heat coming, and shortly we should see some boiling going on in this little fry pan. Now, as far as what you can use on here, you certainly cannot use glass cookware, but you can use anything that is metallic. So a nice little Hexclad pan like this is going to work. You can also use cast iron. So if you like to cook in cast iron, fear not, you can use your favorite Lodge frying pans on here as well too. Well, we've been going for definitely less than a minute, and I can already see the bubbles coming in the frying pan. This induction cooktop heats up quickly. And as far as temperature goes, even though we've got boiling in here, my hands are on the cooktop and they are not getting burned. The bubbles are starting to break the surface here, and the heat is here. Now, this heating surface here is made of heavy duty shatter-proof ceramic glass. It can handle the intense heats that this little cooktop will produce without shattering. Look at that. We have boiling already in less than a minute. This is incredible. I love this little cooktop for all different kinds of applications. You can use this for camping or in your trailer. This is energy efficient enough on its own that you can hook this up to small generators, even battery generators like Generacs, and they will work quite well. Look at this. This is incredible. And again, watch. My hands are on the cook surface and there is no heat transfer whatsoever. The only place on this cooktop that's going to be hot is the spot underneath here. That is incredible. Now this does have some built-in presets. As far as presets, your start cooking is always going to be at 375 and for an hour, and then at that point it is going to automatically shut off. It will allow you to change Fahrenheit to Celsius, which is kind of cool, depending on what you prefer as your cooking measurements. If you press the time twice, you can actually adjust your cooking time. Now, because the induction cooktops cook twice as fast as traditional cooktops, they also provide you this really cool guide for cooking so that you can see the recommended temperatures and times, because this does cook 2 times faster. As well, another great thing about it, this little chart here also provides fresh and frozen cooking times, which is super convenient. I love this flex. I am super impressed with it. Now, a couple things you do have to remember. The surface underneath it is going to be hot after you are done cooking, because obviously the pan is hot and it's going to heat up that area underneath there. You also see that it immediately stops working as soon as I take the pan off, but when I put the pan back on again, I'm going to have to press start before it will resume cooking. That is a really nice safety feature. You have so many different control features with this. You can control the amount of power that goes to the cooktop. You can control in a plus minus how hot or how less hot you are cooking something with. A couple other things. Here you have this ring here. Now, if you have pots that are bigger and larger than this, it's going to take longer to cook on there. This is your concentrated area right here for cooking power. And another thing is this does not have an off setting. Although there is no off button on here, if you use the timer, once the timer is finished, the unit will shut off. Now, for that reason, because there's no off timer, you will find that you're going to want to unplug this if you're using it on some sort of a battery source to cook with. Otherwise, it will draw power to light up the display. Now, I love that it has the exhaust vent here, but I will tell you that I can feel a little bit of heat coming from that, so you're going to want to be careful for that as well. I think this is a great purchase. I love that I can store this on a shelf or in a cupboard, and I don't have to dedicate an entire counter to this in my trailer. I love that I can use it in my kitchen. I can use it as an additional cooking surface when I'm barbecuing outside, and it works really well in the trailer as well, even for those emergency times when you don't want to be barbecuing. Maybe you want to cook inside instead or under your canopy on a rainy day. If you are looking for a great purchase, this NuWave PickFlex induction cooktop is truly awesome. So many cool features, so many great safety elements built in, and man, oh man, I cannot believe how fast it heats the surface up. This one here has delivered on all the things I wanted to see, and it's definitely going to be a family favorite at my house.